Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
And welcome, everybody, to the Fort Wayne Sports Club here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which tonight plays host to the Bishop Luers Knights. I should say they play host. This is their typical home field for soccer as the Bishop Luers Knights take on the Northrop Bruins. This is basically a battle for first in the SAC. Bishop Luers is 6-0 in conference play, and Northrop is 5-0 in conference play. So basically it's winner take all. This is the final conference game for Bishop Luers. Northrop has just one conference game left. That's against Bishop Dwenger. Dwenger has 2 conference losses already, and so too does Concordia. So basically it's winner take all. Whoever wins this game wins the conference, and I should mention also that if this game were to go to overtime and it were to remain tied at the end of overtime, we would have penalty kicks. This being a conference game, that is the case. That's the case in the SAC. It's also the case in the Northeast 8. Got to witness an NE8 game last night over at Columbia City. The Lady Eagles knocking off the Lady Knights of East Noble in that particular game. But in this particular game, it should be a fun matchup. Bishop Luers comes in, again, 6-0 in conference play. Their leading goal scorer is number 8, Andres Rodriguez, the senior midfielder, 6 goals on the year. And the scoring's kind of spread out when you look at Bishop Luers. You've also got Ray Mendez, who's got 4 goals on the season. Tyler Poppy, the junior, with 4 goals as well. And coming in with 3 goals on the season is Cooper Peters, the junior forward. You'll likely see him off the bench. He's not starting tonight. And you've also got Ryan Stoker, who's got 3 goals on the year. Number 19, Christian Mendoza, also comes in with 3 goals. And Andrew Hall, the sophomore forward, comes in with 3 goals as well. So again, the goal scoring very spread out for these Bishop Luers Knights. Now Northrop's got some big-time goal scorers. They've got Diego Reynoso Pacheco. He's got 11 goals on the season, followed by Alex Otera. He's got 9 goals on the season. Mang En has 7 on the year. So those are the big-time goal scorers for the Northrop Bruins. Should be a fun matchup here at the Fort Wayne Sports Club. As the 2 teams are making their way out, they'll introduce the starting lineups here in just a moment. First, they'll introduce the lineup for Northrop and then for Luers. We're back in 40 seconds on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity.
I beg your pardon, we're going to come right back as Athletic Director Kevin Mann introduces the starting lineups.
In goal, number 99, Arian Katazovic. Number 2, Diego Escobar. Number 3, Jacob Hatton. Number 4, Ali Algrami. Number 5, Hamza El-Salahi. Number 7, Alex Otera. Number 8, Christopher Rodriguez. Number 9, Diego Reynoso Pacheco. Number 12, Brandon Vidal Arias. Number 15, Mang En. And number 20, Nerwin Acheto. The Bruins are coached by Robbie Bakel. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, our Bishop Luers Knights. In goal, number 1, Jaden Medina. Number 3, Diego Mendez. Number 4, Abe Hall. Number 5, Charlie Stronzek. Number 8, Andreas Rodriguez. Number 9, Tyler Poppy. Number 11, Ryan Stoker. Number 12, Andrew Hall. Number 14, Eric Salinas. Number 15, Daniel Mendez. And number 23, Edwin Tejada. The Knights are coached by Anthony Anzini. Now, if you all would please rise, face the flag, remove your hats if you can for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, welcome back to the Fort Wayne Sports Club. Well, we didn't really leave, technically. We've been here for the announcements of the starting lineups, but we're just getting ready for soccer here on this broadcast on SummitCitySports.com. It's time to thank our sponsors. We'll thank a couple of them, including Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. And we'll hear from some more of our sponsors as the game goes on. Here in Northeast Indiana, they play 2 40-minute halves. They would play 2 overtime periods if needed. Those would be 2 7-minute overtime periods if the game were to be tied. If the game were to be tied at the end of that second overtime, they would go to penalty kicks. Bishop Luers defeated Concordia earlier this year on penalty kicks. And we're underway here from Fort Wayne Sports Club, and a kick sent down the field by the Knights, and the Bruins try to take it the other way. That goes off the head of Eric Salinas. Knights were SAC champions last year. I believe the Bruins were SAC champions 2 years ago. So the Knights trying to make it back-to-back. Bruins trying to regain their reign as Diego Mendez sends it across the field. Little trip over there on the far side. Looks like they're going to keep on playing. They do play on grass here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. A lot of the fields in the area, whether it's in Fort Wayne or in surrounding towns, do have an artificial turf surface. Not the case here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. Of course, I believe Snyder still plays over at Krieger Park, but they're getting a brand new stadium. Will be used for football, but also I believe will be used for soccer as well as track and field. Good long kick down the field and a header on the other end of the field. I believe that was Nerwin Acheto. Number 20 in gray. Northrop is in the gray and Luers is in the red. Of course, Northrop will also wear gray when they play football. for some of their home games. Nice move to the inside as Luers gets a shot off. That's going wide to the right. Arian Katazovic in between the pipes. Now, my apologies if I got that wrong. I've heard a few different pronunciations from a few different people for his last name as the Bruins set up the goal kick. Left-footed strike, gets across midfield as they were looking for Otera. And I believe that's Stronzak for Luers chasing it down. Jaden Medina will flip it out of the box. Otera has it knocked away as Northrop looking for a scoring chance. They'll get a throw in here on this ball out of bounds. These two teams played to a 1-0 game last year. It was Northrop getting the win over at Spooler Stadium. I believe they were the only team in the SAC to beat Luers last year. But again, Luers did win the SAC, and Luers looking to push here inside the 3rd minute. Kicked out of bounds. This is looking like a corner kick. And for Luers, it's gray numbers on red jerseys, and some of those gray numbers from a distance can be hard to tell apart. Do have other action going on tonight here on SummitCitySports.com, but we are kicking off the night. Header going wide. Mendez tried to chase it to no avail. We're certainly hoping that we don't get too much rain in the forecast tonight. There is rain in the forecast, but hopefully not too much of it comes our way. Kicked out of bounds. There's a fan over there, maybe a ball gatherer or maybe a photographer who places it down. It'll be a throw-in for Bishop Luers, and that is Charlie Stronzek to throw it in. Long throw-in for Stronzek. Try to set up a shot. Don't have a clean one yet. They get one off. Northrop has defenders there, though. Still a chance, though. Header going out of bounds. I think that was Hall pushing towards the ball for Luers. He was not the one who knocked it out, though. It was off of Northrop, so a corner kick coming. And that'll be Eric Salinas setting up the kick. Rodriguez gets a touch. He's surrounded, trying to stay with it, and cleared out by Otera. Luers has defenders on the back end. Kicked the other way by Abraham Hall. Across midfield, and Hall will race toward that one, and he'll get there. Hall kicks it across midfield. Andrew Hall gets to it. Not sure if Andrew and Abraham are related to each other. I'd imagine they're probably brothers. Kevin Mann, the athletic director, telling me that they are indeed. Here's Hamza Al-Salahi. Reynoso Pacheco trying to set something up for Northrop, but it's sent the other way by Abraham Hall, the older brother. Little collision there in the box, and it's going to be a call against Luers. As Kadachevich went to go for the ball, and he has the right to go for the ball. Call it outside the box, but it's Northrop's free kick. Should mention that we've also got East Noble at Belmont girls volleyball. Some NE8 volleyball action from Decatur coming up tonight. Looks like that's set to start about 6:30. We're getting a 5:30 start time here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club, and this will be a throw-in for the Bruins. Ali Algrami to throw it in for Northrop. He'll throw that one in to Rodriguez. Northrop will work it back toward the box. That ball's going across midfield, but Luers has defenders there. Try to set up a through ball for Rodriguez. Andres Rodriguez, he has it taken away. Andrew Hall across. Rodriguez, left-footed strike, and it's saved. We're in the 7th minute here at Fort Wayne Sport Club. And I mentioned big-eyed fish. There's a big-eyed fish not too far from here, very close to the campus of the University of St. Francis. Contact made. It's going to be against Northrop. They're going to get Reynoso Pacheco. And Otero was hoping he had a scoring chance. He would have had the foul not occurred. That's going across midfield. And kicked out of bounds. Northrop will get this throw in. Scoreless so far. Again, these two teams played to a 1-0 score last year at Spooler Stadium. That was Northrop getting the win. As I recall, it was Namik Mayic getting the game's lone goal. Mayic, I do believe, now playing for the Fort Wayne FC, who has been playing the last few years at University of St. Francis at Bishop Darcy Stadium. There goes Reynoso Pacheco, but that ball is out of bounds, and that's where Reynoso Pacheco touched it. So a throw-in for Luers. Goes past Andrew Hall. Rodriguez gets a touch. He's double-teamed. That's Christopher Rodriguez who's got the ball for Northrop. Will that stay in? That's out of bounds. That ball just barely went out of bounds, but you could see from up here it was out. And a throw-in for Luers, but Northrop stays on it. A takeaway by Mang-En. Esquivel sends it ahead to Mang-En. Brandon Vidal Arias with a cross. As we're in the 9th minute here at the Fort Wayne Sports Club, which, again, does serve as the home field for the Bishop Luers Knights. Coming towards it for Northrop is Al-Salahi. Luers has defenders there as Andrew Hall comes up with it, and there he goes. The sophomore with a quick motor tried to go to his right. Ran right into Algrami, and that throw-in will go to Luers. Kick toward midfield, across midfield. Reynoso Pacheco with the header. He gets to the ball. Good defense by Abraham Hall, but the Bruins get it back. Acheto is contacted, and a free kick coming for Northrop. Reynoso, Pacheco, and Rodriguez have it set up. Might notice Northrop going with the sleeveless uniforms, and I assume those are probably dry fits underneath those. It almost looks like baseball uniforms. Otero, the header, too tall. I think the Pittsburgh Pirates had those vest-type road uniforms in the old days with the black undershirts. I know the Florida Marlins, as they were once called, they had the pinstripe home jerseys with black undershirts for some time. They got rid of the black undershirts starting in 2003 when they won the World Series. That's one of the few things that has gone well for the Marlins in the last decade. Of course, they're now known as the Miami Marlins. The Knights try to work it back across midfield. Good long strike to the box. Kotachevich is there for Northrop, and he's got it. Going with the powder blue goalie shirt. I think both the Northrop goalies have some of those. The other goalie is Thane Metro. He wears number 1. A touch for Andrew Hall. Sends it to Rodriguez in the middle. Rodriguez to the far side. And that's Stronzek going after it. That'll go out, and Northrop gets the throw in. Kicked ahead. Across, Luers gets a touch. Battling for the ball. Battle continues and taken away by Northrop. That was Achetto, Nerwin Achetto. And now Luers takes it back. Andrew Hall. And Henry Arazo, or check that, that's number 14 for Luers, Eric Salinas. And a push from behind, that's going to get called on Tyler Poppy. Official looks like he's telling him, hey, I could see that. You definitely pushed him from behind, and now we've got a man down. Time is going to be stopped. And we'll stop the clock on our end. 27:51 showing on the clock. Robbie Bakley will come out to take a look at his injured player, and we'll take an injury timeout.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We are in an injury timeout. I'm told that it's Christopher Rodriguez, number 8 for Northrop, who's down on the field as Lindsey Faust, the trainer. Well, Lindsey Faust is the trainer for Northrop. And, yeah, that's definitely her who's out there. She'll help him to his feet. Well, good news is Rodriguez is able to walk under his own power. Walking a little slowly, so hopefully this isn't anything too serious. Rodriguez, the former Knight, shakes hands with Stronzek as he walks to the sideline, and Robbie Bakley looks like he's got a sub sent in. I think that was Anthony Anzini, the head coach for Bishop Luers, going out to check on him and shaking his hand as well. Again, it looks as though Rodriguez is on the Luers side of the bench area, that is. So maybe going over to take a further look with the trainer, Lindsey Faust. The clock has been started. This is a free kick for the Northrop Bruins. No score on the board yet. Kicked long down the field by Brandon Vidal-Arias and cleared out of the box. That was Stronzek who kicked it out for Luers. Northrop still with a chance. And I think they just called a handball on the Bruins. That looked like Mang En made contact either with his hand or his arm. Kicked backwards by Salinas. Abraham Hall kicks it across midfield for Rodriguez. That was Andres Rodriguez. We are in the 14th minute here at Fort Wayne Sports Club. That ball does stay in. Andrew Hall gets to it. Hall into the box, trying to set a man up. And I don't think he quite got the strike he wanted to. Northrop takes it away. Mang En has it. Sends it across midfield. Andrew Hall looking for some help. He continues to push. Hall leaves it off. That's Poppy. Defender gets there right away. Poppy trying to stay with it. Was that Rodriguez? It's got to be Reynoso Pacheco. No, I think it is Rodriguez. I thought he went to the sideline. Either him or maybe Al-Salahi, number 5. My apologies, folks. That looked like an 8 from up here. Yeah, it was not Reynoso Pacheco. He's closer to midfield and was closer to midfield during that sequence. Free kick coming for Northrop. Left-footed kick. That's going across midfield but out. They were looking for Reynoso Pacheco, and Luers will get this throw in. This will be Mendez. We get some dark clouds coming overhead. There is rain in the forecast for tonight. We're hoping that we don't get a whole lot of it. That's as much as I'll say on that subject. Throw in by Mendez. Kick back to Diego Mendez, and here goes Diego. Taken away by Jacob Hatton. Sent back to the box for Medina, Jaden Medina. Working his way around is Diego Mendez. Mendez got it through traffic. Looked like he was going to lose his footing there. That's going to be a trip call against Northrop. Free kick coming up for Luers. I'll remind you that we've got more soccer coming up this week, including Snyder at Bishop Dwenger from Bishop Dwenger. That'll take place tomorrow. Then we'll have Blackhawk Christian at Homestead on Thursday. I'll be there for that one. I believe it's Tim Atkinson on the call from Dwenger tomorrow night. He'll be on the call for Southside versus Concordia, as I recall. Kicked into the box. Luers with a chance. Across. Headed out. Otera gets to it, looking to go. He got to it, but didn't quite get the touch he wanted. And sends it across the field. Sent backwards to Vidal Arias. Reynoso Pacheco gets a touch. He's got defenders in front. And I think we got a foul called on Luers. So Reynoso Pacheco's just going to boot it toward the box. Looked like he was trying to set up a Cheto. And that's going out of bounds. Northrop will get this throw in. Ali Al-Grami to throw it in. Henry Arazo comes in for the Bruins. Otera back to Arazo. And a whistle blows, and we're going to get a foul against Luers and a free kick coming for Northrop. As we're in the 18th minute here at the Fort Wayne Sports Club. This is Luers' home soccer field. They play soccer here. They play their baseball games not too far from here. That's over at the World Baseball Academy. And lately they've kind of been sharing that field with Bishop Dwenger. As Reynoso Pacheco and Vidal Arias have it set up. Reynoso Pacheco, the run-up. Header goes out of the box, and shot gets deflected. Still a chance for Northrop. Reynoso Pacheco surrounded. He's contacted. No foul. And the Northrop players express some brief displeasure. But they know that they've got game action too. Poked away, and now Luers comes up with it. Sent to Cooper Peters. Here come the Knights. Kicked away by Northrop. Was that Arazo? Otera has it cleared out, and now Luers gets it back, and they get it across midfield. Clear to the sideline, throw-in coming up for Luers. Knights get the ball across midfield. That's Rodriguez, sends it toward the middle. Salinas sends it backwards. That's Abraham Hall. Back to Salinas, and he has it taken away. Reynoso Pacheco trying to leave that one off for Al-Salahi. Esquivel had it for a moment for Northrop, and now Luers has got it back. That ball's rolling to the sideline, and Northrop head coach Robbie Bakley will just watch it go out, and a throw-in for the Knights, or for the Bruins, rather. That's kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Knights. 21st minute here at Fort Wayne Sports Club. A lot of soccer fields here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. A chance for the Knights. Mendez has it cleared by the Bruins. And that's rolling all the way to the sideline. This will be a Knights throw-in. Kick toward the box, a chance. Kicked up in the air, and Kotachevich tells everyone to get away. He says, I got this one, and he does. Kicked across midfield. Header out of bounds. Northrop ball. They'll get a throw in. And Reynoso Pacheco is going to let Algrami throw it in. Quick throw in. He looks for Arazo. Arazo has it kicked away by Salinas. Bruins still with it. They go back across midfield to Esquivel. Esquivel with a deep kick. Sent to the sideline. They're going to say off of Luers, I believe. Yes, it'll be Northrop's throw-in. Throw into the box. Otera looking for room, and there's nothing there. Great defense by Luers as Otera has to kick it back outside. Long shot, headed out. Otera looked like he was going to get a touch, but he lost his footing. He's the second leading goal scorer for these Bruins coming into this game, and he lost his footing again as Luers had guys going for the ball. Northrop wanted a push in the back on Rodriguez. None was called. Vidal Arias with a kick toward the box. I think that's Hall who was right there. Check that, Stronzek who was right there for Luers. Northrop with some chances, but Luers has had guys all around the box last few times that Northrop has threatened. Reynoso Pacheco has it knocked away. Good defense by Mendez. Diego Mendez, and he sets up a through ball. Rodriguez, can he get past the line? He does. Rodriguez, left footer, saved and scooped up by Kotachevich. So Bruins try to set up Otera. Knights get back there. Knights had a scoring chance. Northrop trying to set up a chance of their own, but again, the Knights shut the door in the box. That's Rodriguez off of him, and Northrop comes up with the ball, at least for the time being. They get it to Reynoso Pacheco, and Reynoso Pacheco battling with Salinas, and Salinas is going to win that battle. Little through ball. Rodriguez, left-footed strike. Off the post, still in. Luers wants a corner kick. Doesn't look like they're giving him one. I thought that ball did stay in. Boy, that was a fortunate save by Kotachevich. Yes, he made a great effort, no doubt about it. But after that ball went off the post, looked like it ricocheted off of him and then hit the post again. So that's why I say it was fortunate. Oh, a nice takeaway there from behind by Al-Salahi, but the Knights again slow down the Bruins. Here's Mendez, Ray Mendez. Mendez across the field. Rodriguez back to him. Mendez able to regain track of the ball. He finds Diego Mendez. Salinas to the outside. That's Diego Mendez. To the left. Deflected, and that's going out of bounds. Throw in for Luers as we're inside the 25th minute. Daniel Mendez with a throw in. Ray Mendez, the shot. Was that touched on the way out? They're going to say no, it's a goal kick. '26th minute here at the Fort Wayne Sports Club. Kicked across midfield. The Knights get to it. That's Salinas. Into the box. Header doesn't quite clear it. Now they clear it. Stronzek got to it for Luers, gets it back over to Abraham Hall. And Hall sends it down the field. Pushing in is Mendez. Rodriguez gets to it. And Rodriguez sends it back as the Knights try to set something up. Rodriguez, the left-footed strike. Knights keep it in for now. And the Bruins clear it out for now. Back toward the middle as they try to set up Rodriguez, but Northrop surrounds the box. We've seen that from Luers plenty of times, and now Northrop bearing down as they try to set up a little through ball. Paisoon makes his move, but right there defensively is Abraham Hall, and that's going off of Soon. Throw in, or is it? I thought that went out off of Northrop. Yes, it did. My apologies. I missaw the signal. That they did signal that for Luers as we get another stoppage. Stop the clock at 12:27. Got a few extra seconds left there. I think that was also Lahi who looked hobbled and needed to go to the sideline. This will be a throw-in for Luers. Clock has started again. Here inside the 28th minute. Just barely kept in, but taken away by Aceto. Northrop has defenders back, but Mendez gets to it for Luers. Again, in about half an hour, I believe, is when the East Noble Belmont volleyball broadcast is scheduled to start. That'll be Joe Northern on the call over there in Decatur. Stronzek going for it. Check that, it's Hall. Abraham Hall, and we get a whistle going on Luers. Free kick coming for Northrop. I believe that's Vidal Arias handling the free kick. Left-footed strike. Into the box. Header almost clears it. Otero wide right. Goal kick coming for Bishop Luers. And here come the Knights. Northrop takes over. Pushing down the field is Henry Arazo. That's cleared out by Stronzek. And going out of bounds, Northrop gets the throw in. Otero sends that one back to Acheto. Acheto to his left. Acheto has to change direction, and that gets past Mang in and kicked back toward the box. And right now it's only Hall back there for Bishop Luers. Hall will boot it. He's the only one back there. Nobody else there for Northrop. But now Luers trying to set up a scoring chance. Rodriguez. We're going to get a trip call. No, we're not. I thought they were going to get a trip call against Northrop. Instead, they play on, and the ball's now out of bounds to Northrop. As subs come in. 31st minute here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as you would not be surprised by that at all. A lot of soccer fields here. Here they got a lot of soccer fields, an empowered sports club. Over by Huntertown, they got a lot of volleyball courts. Parkview Sport 1 Fieldhouse has a lot of basketball courts. Parkview Sport 1 Ice House, you would not be surprised, has 3 usable ice rinks. And again, you would not be surprised, World Baseball Academy has a whole bunch of baseball fields. Of course, that's part of the Ash Center, and inside of the Ash Center, you can actually train for football, and they've even got a basketball gym. But the sport that has the most facilities to use would be baseball. A little takeaway. Again, that's at the Ash Center, by the way, not too far from here. That's going to be a call against Northrop. And a free kick coming for Luers. Trying to tell who that is for Luers that just got up. I think it's number 9 for Bishop Luers. That's Tyler Poppy. Rodriguez, and it looks like Hall set up the free kick for Luers, as we're now inside the 33rd minute. .7:42 and counting. Free kick for the Knights, no score. The run-up, Rodriguez. Wide left. He was aiming for that far corner, and Kotachevich was covering a lot of ground over there. He didn't get the save, but he didn't leave much space over there on that far corner. He also didn't touch it, so it's a goal kick for the Bruins. Across midfield. Cleared out of bounds by Mendez. And a throw-in coming up for the Bruins. It's going to be Algrami who throws it in for the Bruins. Goes with a long throw-in for Reynoso Pacheco. Luers trying to set up a chance. Northrop has defenders back there. No score. I believe these two teams were scoreless going into halftime last year at Spooler. Hall has it kicked out. And again, this is for first place in the SAC. Luers 6-0 in conference play. This is their last conference game of the year. Not counting playoffs, of course, as that ball goes out off Luers. For Northrop, they've got one more conference game after tonight. They're 5-0 in conference play. And that one remaining conference matchup is against Bishop Dwenger. It's on October 1st, and it's at Shields Field. And Dwenger has some dangerous scores as they try to set up a through ball to Reynoso Pacheco. Defenders are back. Cleared away for the moment. Not quite cleared out. Now it's cleared out. Kicked away as Northrop tries to stay with it. Sent back toward the middle. Kicked high, but right there for the save is Medina. Jaden Medina. .36th minute here at at Fort Wayne Sport Club, I beg your pardon. Oh, nice little slide tackle there. Was that Rodriguez? No, that was Mendez. Diego Mendez. Shot doesn't go, but nice effort there by Mendez to get the takeaway. And Kotachevich playing chicken with these Luers forwards. Otero across midfield. Man on him. Gets it to the far side. Stronczek back there for Luers. He trips, and that's going on Northrop. That looked pretty clear from here that was a trip on the Bruins, and a free kick coming for the Knights. Left-footed strike across midfield, and that's going out of bounds. Right there to gather it is Robbie Bakley. Haven't quite given you the overall records for these teams yet. Northrop's 9-3-1 overall. As for Luers, they are 8-4-1 overall. Right now, Luers leading the SAC by a half a game, but this is basically winner take all. This is Luers' last conference game. Northrop's got one more after today, but they are 5-0 in SAC play. As Otero comes the other way. I beg your pardon. That was Al-Salahi. Acheto trying to move through traffic. He goes down, and that's going to be a trip call on Mendez. Brandon Vidal-Arias will set it up. Vidal-Arias, the left-footed strike, and that is going to be saved. Leaping effort there in goal by Medina. Medina will punt it out with his left foot. Al-Salahi trying to recover. I may have to correct myself. I think that was Amat Hano. My apologies if I mispronounced that name, but we approach the final 2 minutes here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. Hall. Sends it to the box. Cleared on the header for the moment. Still a chance for Luers. That's a trip outside the box, and they're going to play on, it looks like. For a second, the official might blow the whistle, but he lets it go as that goes across midfield. Mendez. Another one sent to the box. Kicked up in the air. Who's that off of? Looks like it's off of Luers. Goal kick coming for Northrop. We have reached the final minute of the first half. No score in this battle for first in the SAC. As I recall, it was scoreless at halftime between these two teams last year when they played at Spooler Stadium. Playing here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club this time, which is, of course, home to the Bishop Luers Knights. My apologies. The Bishop Dwenger Saints play at Shields Field. Abraham Hall boots it down the field. And Kotachevich gets to it, letting some time tick off the clock, which you don't want to give Luers any free scoring chances here if you're Northrop. But they got a little time. If they hurry, they maybe can set something up here in the final second or so. Luers gets to it. Here they come. That's Rodriguez. Can he get one off? That shot knocked away. Still 3 seconds. Northrop gets to the ball. They get a shot off, and that is poked over the crossbar by Kotachevich as time runs out in the first half. That's a save worth showing to you, and I will show it to you right before we go to this next break. We are at halftime here, of course, at Shields Field, but our replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, and you'll get to see one right here. A couple of chances as Rodriguez pushes. Good defense there by the Bruins, and we'll see if we get a good look at this shot. Luers just gets one off, and it almost sneaks under the crossbar. Kotachevich pokes it over. Heck of a play by Kotachevich as we are at halftime here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. Get a few more words in from some more of our sponsors. Of course, it is because of our sponsors that we get to do the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping to defend the accused from the government, whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. And we're not too far from the University of St. Francis. It's probably about, a 5-minute, maybe 10-minute drive from here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. Here at the Fort Wayne Sports Club, we are scoreless between Northrop and Bishop Luers. A battle for first in the SAC. And we're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make enough. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Scoreless tie here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club, home to the Bishop Luers Knights. battle for first place in the SAC. I believe these teams were at a scoreless tie last year when they played each other at Spooler Stadium. Now, both teams have had their chances. Give a look at a few replays. They're brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Andres Rodriguez has had a couple of good scoring chances for the Bishop Luers Knights. I think we're going to see him get a touch here at least. Check that. That was just good defense in the middle by the Northrop Bruins. Now see if you can watch past the tape here, because we're going to get an impressive-looking save here from Kotachevich on this replay. He's had a few of those. This one he just kind of gets too easily and ends up punting it out in the end. So my apologies there. Those weren't quite the replays I was looking for. But both of these teams have had their chances, and I'll give some credit to Bishop Luers. They've done a good job defending around the box, not giving Northrop a whole lot of easy shots when they get the ball down in the box. And for Northrop, it's mostly been the great play between the pipes of Arian Kotachevich. He's gotten some impressive saves, including one that closed out the first half. In fact, might as well show you that one. That one was worth showing because Luers was pushing to get on the board late in this half. They did get a shot off ultimately. They slow down Rodriguez, Northrop does. Slow down a couple of different nights, in fact. But then Mendez gets the shot off and probably would have counted had it gone in. But reaching up at the last second was Kotachevich, and he knocks it away. As we're getting close to the start of half number 2, they'll put 40 minutes back on the clock, and got a few more words from our sponsors to get in. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor as District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we do have one more sponsor that we will hear from. I do promise you that as the course of the game goes on, but right now we're just about to get the second half started between the Northrop Bruins and the Bishop Luers Knights. Battle for first place in the SAC. Now the officials bringing the soccer ball out. Obviously you can't play without a soccer ball. Of course, I'll just go ahead and admit I do remember watching the movie Air Bud growing up. Obviously that movie was about basketball, but you remember the scene where Arthur Chaney comes into practice, his first day as head coach at Fernfield, and he starts dribbling an invisible ball. Now, he would not have used an invisible ball during an actual game, but he was trying to teach the kids fundamentals and teamwork. By the way, Arthur Chaney was played by Bill Cobbs. Not often you get an Air Bud quote in a movie, I would imagine. They did make a soccer movie, Air Bud World Pup. I believe that came out in 2000, 2001, sometime around there. As Luers tries to get a touch right around midfield, Northrop gets it back. They'll be going the other way now. Each team will be going the other way. Of course, they do switch sides at the start of the second half. Across midfield. Reynoso Pacheco tries to send it through to Hatton. Luers shuts him down. And here come the Knights. Almost kept in, but they're going to say Salinas knocked it out. Throw in for the Bruins. And a high throw in as they look for Reynoso Pacheco. It's cleared by the Luers Knights. And a throw in coming up for the Northrop Bruins. Reynoso Pacheco will throw it into Otero. He sends it back to Hatton. Esquivel. Header going out of bounds. Throw in for Northrop. And Jacob Hatton will throw it in. Reynoso Pacheco, the cross. Nobody there except a couple of Luers defenders. Rodriguez sends it to the near side. That's number 19, Christian Mendoza, the freshman. Little through ball. They try to set up Mendez. Reynoso Pacheco gets a touch, sends it down the field. Otero pushing. Stronzek pushing as well. He gets to it and finds Edwin Tejada. That goes off of Salinas. Reynoso Pacheco kicks it long, and that's going out. Goal kick. 37:42 left. This is winner take all for the SAC. Mendoza, backwards kick. Salinas working his way around traffic. Is it Cheto? Knights come up with it. They try to send it to the box. Quick kick ahead as the Bruins tried to get the ball there to Al-Salahi, and they get it across midfield. Off the foot of Otero. Mendoza has it for the Knights. Mendoza across midfield. Is that going to stay in? Not for long. It's cleared out by the Bruins. That goes off at Cheto, and a throw in for Bishop Luers. Mendoza fires it in. And we get a whistle called, and down goes Rodriguez. Or was that Rodriguez? Rodriguez is a tall kid. I think that was him, but he's back on his feet. That's the good news. Doesn't look like he's going to the sideline at all. This will be a free kick for Bishop Luers. We're in the 45th minute here at Fort Wayne Sport Club. Rodriguez runs up. The kick saved initially and then scooped up. It was Salinas who took the shot, and Kotachevich gets the save and prevents the goal. He had a man coming in close. He's able to keep it out for now, and he punts this one out of the box. It's going to wander all the way to head coach Robbie Bakley. A takeaway by the Knights. Nice move on the opposite side of the field, across midfield. Kicked away for the moment. As Northrop tries to set something up, Luers gets back again on defense, and that's going to be Luers' throw-in. Here come the Knights. Northrop has defenders back there. Rodriguez was pushing. It was Tejada who went for it for Bishop Luers. Stronzek with a strong kick, but it's going out of bounds. Reynoso Pacheco sends it ahead but sends it out. And Stronzek will handle the throw in. He fires it in a long way. Mendoza cleared over to Salinas. Salinas all the way across the field trying to set somebody up. Salinas to the box. Flag does not go up. Northside has men back there, though, and they clear it. Abraham Hall back there for Luers. Otero gets his touch. He's got to go the other way with it, but that's taken away. But the only guy back there, well, not the only guy back there, but the guy who gets a touch at the end is Katachevich. And Northrop takes over. 48th minute. Here come the Bruins. Kept in play for the moment by Acheto. And Acheto trying to make his move. Bruins keep it alive. Left-footed shot. Looking for Otero. Otero gets to the ball. He's got defenders in close, though, and that's cleared out. Corner kick coming for the Bruins. Looks like Reynoso Pacheco is going to handle the corner kick. Question is here, does he kick it long in front of the box? He's got Otero over there in front of the goal. He does kick it long, but that one goes over the crossbar and behind it. Goal kick coming up for Luers. Looks like they're getting ready for varsity action over in Decatur between Belmont and East Noble. JV game's still in progress, though, so I say they're getting ready for varsity action, but still in JV action for the time being. As Luers has a chance. Kicked in front of the box, but Katachevich, should say kicked in front of the goal. Katachevich is there, and he's got it. Looks like a lot of dirt has been dug up over in front of that goal. This is a grass field, by the way. Seeing the increased popularity of artificial turf, not only in Fort Wayne, but in surrounding towns as well, like Kendallville, New Haven, Leo. Woodland High School over in Woodburn has artificial turf. Is that going to roll out? Nope, not quite. That's going out of bounds, and looks like Luers is getting the throw in. It's going to be Stronzek to throw it in for Bishop Luers. He fires to the box. Header by Otero. Stronzek gets to it. And Rodriguez gets it outside the box with a man on him. He makes a spin move. And that's going out of bounds off of Northrop. Corner kick coming for Luers. So we've got 29-31 and counting left to play in half number 2. Rodriguez getting right in front of the goal. The header headed back in and a goal. Was that Hall? Stoker, I beg your pardon. Ryan Stoker. And we'll stop our clock here and change our scoreboard as well. Ryan Stoker coming up with a goal. And Luers leads at 1-0 in this winner-take-all game. Now, you won't see the corner kick. We're not able to get that angle, but we can hopefully show you the goal here on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and air conditioning. They put the ball in. Rodriguez got the initial header, and then Stoker on the second try. And Bishop Luers has a 1-0 lead on their home field. My clock shows 28:53. I'm waiting till the game clock here syncs up with my clock, and now it has. And I say that figuratively. Trying to wait till the time is just as close to exactly the same as possible. And now Northrop looks to answer. Now for Stoker, that's his 4th goal of the year. He's tied as the 2nd leading goal scorer on this team. The header knocked away. That's going to be a corner kick. Medina got the save, but he knocked it out of bounds in the process. And Northrop's got a chance. Kicked in. Reynoso Pacheco has it cleared. Almost got the equalizer, but a good recovery. Now a shot from long range, knocked away. Knocked away by Salinas. And we've got a whistle. Do we have a foul against Luers? Looks like we do. Right now we've got a Northrop player. I guess he's just setting up the ball. That's Aceto. Thought at first he might be hurt, but it looks like that's not the case. Just setting up the free kick. Boy, yeoman's work defensively by Bishop Luers on that possession. Medina got the save, and then Salinas cleared it out. But in the end, it is a free kick because of a foul by Luers. Referee trying to make sure people are set properly. Aceto, the run-up, the strike, and the save by Medina. Well, for Luers, that was a long possession, but they keep Northrop off the boards for now. Kick down the field. That's Mendez, Ray Mendez, cleared out, and another corner kick coming for Luers. I think those are the JV kids down there for Bishop Luers. .26-24 left to go. Trying to set something up. Cleared by Northrop. Still a chance for Luers, but Northrop's got defenders there. They'll clear to the sideline. And Luers will get this throw in as the official calls for a sub to come in. Throw in coming up here for Tejada. Tejada throws it in. Looking for Mendez. Mendez around the outside. Right on the edge of the box. Headed out. Still a chance, though. Knocked over the goal. The shot by Diego Mendez. And are they calling that a goal kick? I thought for sure Kotachevich knocked that out. It was close, but from here at least, it looked like Kotachevich redirected that. I thought this was going to be a corner kick for Luers. We'll take a look. Our replay's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Hard strike by Mendez. Oh, hard to see from there, but I did look like the ball changed direction, though, which would indicate that it probably went off Kotachevich. But either way, they play on, and Luers gets a takeaway. Surrounded by defenders at a trip. No call. They play on. Across midfield. Sent back toward the goal for Medina, and he'll clear it. Perhaps a fun finish coming up here at Fort Wayne Sport Club. Luers already with the 1-0 lead. Ryan Stoker with a game's only goal. Nice move in front of the box and cleared out by Abraham Hall. And now here come the Knights. A little contact at midfield. There's the call. It's going to be a foul against Northrop, and now we've got a man down. .23:30 left to go on the clock. And he's still on the ground. I can't tell who that is who's down for Northrop, and now time will be stopped. .23:19 left to go. I think that's Al-Salahi, who's just getting up. Going to head to the sideline. I'll take this moment to get one more word in from our sponsors. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Well, the good news is Al-Salahi appears to be walking off the field under his own power. The bad news did look a little hobbled as he went off. Into the box. Northrop has defenders back there. They clear it. Well, not quite. Still a chance for Luers. The shot too high. Goal kick coming up for Northrop. Northrop gets to the ball. They boot it across midfield, looking for Reynoso Pacheco. He tries to get around a host of defenders, trying to set up Hatton. His kick goes a little long. And that kick goes long and out of bounds off Stronczek. Free throw coming up for Northrop. Excuse me, throw in, I beg your pardon. Not a free throw. There's no points that come with a throw in. Kicked forward by Esquivel. Looks like the varsity match between East Noble and Belmont is scheduled to start about 7:03. East Noble 17-7. Belmont Braves 9-11. Otero gets to the ball. The cross, Reynoso Pacheco puts it wide and going out. Goal kick Luers. Sub comes in for Luers. Tyler Poppy is the sub that comes in. Good push there. Was that Esquivel? Hatton was up closer to the box, but I think that was Hatton who got to the ball. Luers had the takeaway for a moment, but now it's Otero. He's going quick. Otero with the footwork. Couldn't find Hatton. Hatton, little contact. The Luers crowd wants a foul. They don't get one. Looked like he extended the elbow. Hatton surrounded by defenders. Got it through the 5-hole. And now a chance for Luers. That's Poppy. He goes down. No call. Poppy wants a foul. It's not called. Tejada, the boot. Rodriguez cleared across midfield. Here come the Knights. Kicked high in the air. Going for a header, they don't get it. Back toward the middle. Tejada, shot, and that is too tall. Right over the goal. As Tejada was trying to add to this Luers lead, we've got less than 20 minutes to go here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. I think Southside Concordia Soccer will be starting here soon if it hasn't already. Looks like the broadcast is scheduled for a 7 p.m. start. As this ball is cleared to the sideline and out of bounds. Bounced out for just a moment, then came back in. Obviously, soccer balls aren't quite designed like footballs, but sometimes they bounce in interesting directions nonetheless. That ball landed out and then went back in. Stronzek to throw it in. He fires into the box. Trying to set up a header. It's not there. That header doesn't make it. And the Brewers get it out of the box for now. It was Mendez who had the touch there, and Northrop gets the takeaway. And here come the Bruins down the field. Cleared to the sideline. Nice defense there by Luers. That was Salinas, but it's taken right back by Acheto. He's trying to set up Reynoso Pacheco. It was Stronzek who was back there for Bishop Luers, and he's been all over the field defensively, it seems like. Another takeaway by the Knights. Mendez, the through ball. Poppy goes down. They'll play on. Yeah, it didn't look like a whole lot of contact that time. Salinas. Back toward the middle. Battle for the ball. Back to Salinas. And Salinas kicks it all the way across the field. Sent to the sideline by Northrop. Back toward the box. Bruins get it back. Across midfield. That's rolling to the box, and it's going to be scooped up by Medina. Mendez. Long kick. A chance for Luers. Oh, and that goes right in front of Rodriguez. He couldn't get to it. Tejada gets to it. Luers still with a chance, but that one goes wide of Salinas. He tracks it down. The header. Rodriguez, a touch. The shot and the goal! Andres Rodriguez.
Bishop Luers goal, Andres Rodriguez.
Goal number 7 for Rodriguez on the season. And it's worth another look, just like goals so often are. And this one was long set up by Bishop Luers. Chasing the ball all over the place. Header gets to Rodriguez. He stays with it. Looked like he was still had a line of defenders in front of him before he touched it, so it looks like everything was done right there by the Knights. And I'm going to have to reset my clock here. Clock is running. Northrop trying to set up a scoring chance. Looks like we got our clock synced up now. As this ball rolls to the end line, and it's going out. Winner of this game wins the SAC. This is Luers' last SAC game. They're 6-0 in the SAC. Northrop 5-0 in the SAC. They got one more conference game coming up. That's on October 1st. which I believe is a week from today. It's against Bishop Dwenger. Luers does have 2 more games remaining on their schedule. They play Homestead bright and early on Saturday morning. I'm seeing a 9 a.m. start for that one. That's a Homestead team playing some good soccer as Rodriguez gets to the ball, but Northrop takes it right back. It actually will be on Tuesday when Luers goes on the road to play West Noble. That'll be the regular season finale. In the box, Northrop still with a chance. Pyesoon has it knocked away. Reynoso Pacheco. And Luers will clear it. That's Rodriguez in the middle. Back to Salinas. He has it taken away. I think that was a Cheto. And here come the Bruins into the box. And the Bruins want a foul. Are they going to get it? I think so. Clock has been stopped. Well, that's going to set up a penalty kick. So with 14:39 to go, Northrop has a chance to get on the board here and make this a 1-goal game. And it looks like they've called on Diego Reynoso Pacheco. See if we can see where the foul occurred. Might have just enough time to do so. Oh, it looked like the contact from behind is where it happened. I think that was a good call there by the officials as Reynoso Pacheco gets ready for the run-up. Clock shows 14:39, and Reynoso Pacheco, goal! And Northrop is on the board. 1-goal game. We'll show you the foul again. Going to be late here in the play. Maybe incidental contact as I look at it the second time. I think they got Abraham Hall there. He's called for the foul, and it leads to Reynoso Pacheco's equalizer. As now Bishop Luers looks to push. Have to reset my clock here. Coming up on 14:15 left to play. Well, here's a look at the goal by Reynoso Pacheco. I believe this is his 12th of the season, and what a time to get it. Northrop needs to score, and they do. Reynoso Pacheco makes it a 1-goal game. Kicked away. Hatton's got it. Looking for Otera. Otera. Gets it over to Pyesoon. And Soon working his way around defenders. He finds Otera. Otera working his way around. Left footer headed out. And Luers looks to clear. Knocked away. There's some contact. And it looks like they do call the trip foul on Northrop. In addition to that game against Bishop Dwenger next Wednesday, Northrop will also have a home game against Blackhawk Christian on September 30th, the last day of September. That ball gets loose. A chance for Luers. Oh, they don't get to it. I think that was Salinas. He has to clear it back out. He's got Tejada back there. Tejada with the strike toward the box. That ball gets loose. Salinas trying to keep it alive. and cleared out of bounds by the Bruins. Throw-in coming up for the Knights. Charlie Stronczek to throw it in. Rodriguez. That was almost a trip. And now a whistle blows. I think this is going to be a call against Northrop, so a free kick coming up for Luers. Rodriguez is over there, so is Salinas. 11:36 left to go in regulation. This game is tied at the end of regulation. We would see overtime. It's not tied right now. Luers trying to add to a 2-1 lead. Andres Rodriguez has it set up. He's got one of the goals for Luers tonight. It's Rodriguez with a left-footed strike. Trying to set up the header, went a little bit too tall. Northrop's got defenders back there. Out of bounds. It's a throw-in. Yes, it will be a throw-in. He fires. Mendoza through traffic, through a sea of gray shirts. That's going to stay in. It's scooped up just in time by Kotachevich, and he flings it out of the box to Reynoso Pacheco. He's got the Bruins' lone goal. That will stay in for now as Hatton tries to battle through a sea of red. Still in play. Contact. That's going to be a foul. They're going to call it on Christian Mendoza. .9:51 left to go in regulation here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. This is Brandon Vidal Arias. Northrop still with it. They got a chance, looking for an equalizer, but that's cleared. And Luers takes over. Move to the inside. Whistles blow. That's a foul on Northrop. Like boys soccer at Concordia has started. The Cadets taking on the Southside Archers. Luers played Concordia to a scoreless tie through regulation and through overtime, and the Knights won that game in PKs as we get a foul against Northrop. Final score ultimately ended up being 1-0. Concordia then went on to defeat Bishop Dwenger in PKs. Official final was 3-2, with Concordia winning that PK round 5-4. Again, it's Rodriguez and Salinas set up for the free kick. 8:24, time ticking off the clock, which is good news if you're Luers. Back to Rodriguez. Salinas trying to set him up. Rodriguez the cross, and that's cleared all the way to the sideline. Throw-in coming for Luers. Fired into the box. That was a chance. The shot deflected, cleared, and here come the Bruins. I think that's not Otero. That's Reynoso Pacheco, number 9. Trying to get through traffic. He trips. And did they call the trip? No. They'll play on. Pacheco's gotten to take one penalty kick so far in this game. He was looking for a second one. Did not get the call that time. Here comes Luers. 7:10 left to play in this game. Right into the box. The cross, the shot, saved initially, and then cleared. Whistles blow. It'll be a throw-in for Northrop. Or no, check that, a throw-in for Luers. Charlie Stronczek to throw it in. A strong throw-in it is. Kicked into the box, and they're going to call offsides. Oh, Mendoza got his foot on it, then he slipped. I thought he was going to push for a potential third goal for Luers, but he lost his footing. This one's out off of Northrop, off of Pyesoon. The throw-in coming up for Luers. Charlie Stronczek to throw it in. He's handled a lot of throw-ins today. He's played a lot of good defense as well. Right now, the Andres Rodriguez goal is the difference in the game. But still, just enough soccer to be played. It's not over yet. Luers trying to hold this lead, maybe even add to it. They get a through ball, the shot, and they score. No, they almost scored. It went wide left. I thought that was going in. They got the goalie in a tough spot and got it right by him, but the shot goes wide, and now time has been called for an injury timeout. Well, while they take an injury timeout, we will take a break as well. You're watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, I'm told that Ray Mendez is the one who's down, and they get him to his feet, but looked like he was hesitant to put any weight on that left foot. Rob Coy and Dave Kuhn are the trainers for Luers, and now Mendez starting to walk off, mostly under his own power. Of course, I think that's also Anthony Anzini walking him off. Well, while they walk him off, you see him skip hopping around there. Like he's trying to regain his footing, so to speak. Here's a look at that last replay. I thought this was going in. I think everybody in the building thought so too. They got the goalie out of the box, and that far corner was open, but the ball was just kicked a little bit too far. And that might have been Mendez who took the shot. Either way, it goes as no goal, and Northrop will have a goal kick. It's still time for Northrop if they can set something up here. But Luers trying to get it going the other way. Knocked across midfield. And that's Diego Mendez who gets to the ball. Sent down the field, Mendoza makes a move to the outside. Gets around his man. Across. A header. Going out of bounds. Deflected. It'll be a corner kick for Bishop Luers. 4:30 to play. Clock is running, which is good news if you're Luers. Obviously, they still want to set up a scoring chance here. A goal will stop the clock. However, it'll also pad the lead. Kicked high in the air. Try to set up another header, but that one doesn't go. It goes wide right. Goal kick coming for Northrop. Looked like they were doing player introductions at East Noble versus Belmont. When this game gets done, you can flip over and watch the East Noble-Belmont volleyball game, or you can watch some more boys soccer with Concordia taking on Southside. That ball's kept alive initially and then cleared by Abraham Hall. Throw into Reynoso Pacheco. Pacheco down the sideline, kicked out, and that's going to be a corner kick. Northrop still alive, 3:20 to go. Looks like it's going to be a Chetto who handles the corner kick for the Bruins. Line driver, and it caught the outside of the net. No goal. Goal kick coming up for Luers. Pacheco pushing towards it. Luers clears. Here come the Bruins. The Knights slow them down for now. Whistles blow, and that's going to be on the Bruins. And again, if you're Bishop Luers, a little more time will tick off the clock before they kick this. Medina comes out. Left-footed strike. Rodriguez was there, but they couldn't get it to him. Luers comes up with it. That ball gets deflected a couple of different times. Let's try to get it to Mendoza. Nice move to the inside. I think that was Hatton. But a takeaway by Diego Mendez. Across, Rodriguez there, poked out. The redirect. Who'd that go off of? It went off of Northrop. It's a corner kick for Bishop Luers. And again, time ticking off the clock, which is good news for Bishop Luers because it puts the pressure on Northrop. 1:28 to go in this game. And now they're going to stop the clock. Is that Kotachevich who's hurt? Now they restart it. Poked up in the air by Kotachevich. Gets loose. Mendoza trying to make his move. He battles for the ball. That'll be a goal kick. But we're approaching the final minute of the game.
1 minute remaining.
Northrop down 1 goal. Less than a minute left. Cleared by Luers. And they get to the ball. That's Mendoza. Mendoza pushes. The cross. Rodriguez. It goes wide. More time ticks off the clock. Again, that's good news for Luers. But they can set up a shot here. They get one. It's poked in the air. Pacheco had a touch. Luers gets back there. They've stayed on him pretty well today. That ball's rolling out of bounds. Throwing for Northrop. Only 21 seconds. Cleared for the moment by Stronczek. He's done yeoman's work on the defensive side. This is knocked out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Northrop, but we're down under 10 seconds. They get it in. Luers gets the ball. 3, 2, 1. It's over. And the Bishop Luers Knights are SAC champions. They were upset by Northrop last year despite winning the SAC that year. No upset this time. It's Luers with a 2-1 victory, and they go 7-0 in the SAC. And what a finish for the Bishop Luers Knights. They finished this game on top, 2-1 the final. They'll go on the road to play Homestead on Saturday and then on the road to play West Noble a week from tonight. At Homestead game's a 9 o'clock kickoff. It's time to award our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, and that player is going to be a guy who played great defense all around for Bishop Luers, and it's Charlie Stronczek. Charlie Stronczek, great defense all the way through. He's your PSM Player of the Game. And that's going to do it from here at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. For my cameraman, Caden Linder, this is Thad Goff. Again, Luers wins it 2-1. For more coverage of high school sports on SummitCitySports.com, you can flip over and either watch some more boys soccer, Concordia taking on Southside, or you can watch some volleyball, Belmont taking on East Noble. And again, we say so long from the Fort Wayne Sports Club as Bishop Luers beats Northrop 2-1. Good night here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bad, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce.